Oh my gosh, it's the original Mega Man! The game that started one of the most successful franchises of the late 80s and early 90s. I love the Blue Bomber, you love the Blue Bomber, we all love the Blue Bomber. Well, maybe not Capcom these days, but back then this little guy was on top of the world, and I'm going to take a look at his original outing. Valentina!
Wait a minute! You can't talk about Mega Man without me! I adore this little robot!
Oh hey, Valentina. Yeah, you can join in on this game with me.
Awesomeness! First things first, though. We need to talk about the box art, because funnily enough, this is what the first Mega Man game is known for the most. Isn't that strange? That one person's artistic interpretation of the main character overshadows the game itself?
Yeah, just like what Bob Ross says, that's called a happy accident.
I guess it does kind of make sense. It's been said that the advertising department only had 1 day to finish, so what you see right here is a rushed job. Not to mention the artist had little to no knowledge about the game or what Mega Man was supposed to look like. But this version of the character became very popular just because of how much it didn't represent Mega Man correctly. He even became a playable character in Street Fighter X Tekken. It's funny how something negative can turn positive.
So going into the game, what made it unique at the time was the ability to choose which level you wanted to play first. Most games didn't function this way, and you had to go in whichever direction the game designers wanted you to go. But just because you're given this freedom doesn't mean the game will still go in your favor. One of the defining features about Mega Man is that when you beat a robot boss, you then get the character's weapon.
However, this whole thing works kind of like a rock-paper-scissors deal. One weapon may be super effective against one boss, but ineffective to another one. So you really have to think, what would the best weapon be when going up against something like electricity? Turns out, it's giant scissors. Okay, some of them make sense and some don't. So why is Mega Man doing all of this? Well, the evil Dr. Wily has reprogrammed these robots for, well, exactly why you think he would. To take over the world. Yeah, in terms of plot, it's extremely basic, but that's okay. The game still works without a strong narrative. It also has the reputation of being the hardest among the original series. Who doesn't remember the headache of those disappearing blocks?
Oh geez, the blocks. I still have nightmares about the blocks. But that does bring up the unique level design. I feel that without Mega Man, a lot of other platformers of the time wouldn't have flourished as much. If you look at other Capcom properties like DuckTales and Darkwing Duck, it's quite noticeable that Mega Man's fingerprints are all over the level design. And that's not a bad thing. They knew what worked the best and ran with it. I dare say back in those days, the biggest competition to Nintendo's games itself was Capcom's games.
Today, you can play the original game on the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and it comes with some pretty cool extras, like concept drawings of robot bosses that weren't used. Look at these cool designs! And some of them will get renamed and used in future games like Boomerang Man becomes Quick Man in Mega Man 2. But as I scroll down this list of characters, I can't help but notice this one. Who in the world was Elephant Borg going to be, and why would they not use such an awesome design? He looks like he's ready for 1980s laser tag. Forget all the other robot bosses, I want to know more about this guy. Capcom, seriously, you need to do something with Elephant Borg. It's too great of a design not to use.
Yeah, I would play the heck out of that. Okay, let's wrap this one up. Mega Man has been around for more than 30 years, and even though Capcom isn't doing anything with him at this point, he is still somewhat the unofficial mascot of their company.
Even if he never returns to his former glory, fans can still go back and play the game that gave him his start. It may be hard, but it more than earns its spot in video game history. Rock on, Mega Man!
And hopefully you're treated better in the future.